Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Project Outsider. So, in the last episode, what happened? Oh yeah, we went to the club. Sayori decided to bring an armed gunman to her literature club.
Oh yeah.
So, that was a good idea. I mean, it was obviously weird. We are an alright man, so we're not like those scary guards. We apparently were pretty different from the other guards around here. We're actually nice, it seems. And they loved having us there, so that was nice. But yeah, now we are reporting, I think, back to our men. We're gonna go and, tell them how we hung out with a bunch of girls and read literature and ate cupcakes. And they're gonna think I'm so manly after that. Looking out the window, I see that the sun is close to setting off on the horizon. Suddenly, my radio comes to life. Come in, preacher. This is Joshua. Over. I hear you loud and clear, watchman. Over. Preacher, where the hell have you been? We've been trying to get a hold of you for the past hour. Sorry, my radio wasn't picking up anything. Must be something on my end. Oh shit. Looks like I'm gonna just let you tech guys know about this. Thought we'd had the damn radios tweaked to eliminate the RFI from the field. I'm still in the institution. Going to find my men now. I know. I see you on the cams. You went alone? I turn and glance up towards the corner of the ceiling, looking straight into a camera. Yeah, I know. I knew what I was doing, though. I sure hope so. You better remember that they're dangerous if that field falls. Hope for your sake that you're always on the lookout for that. Anyways, regardless, we need you to get back here at the school. The girls are on their way back to the cells, it looks like, so we'll have another team take over for the night. You guys can go get some shut-eye. Understood, Joshua. Preacher out. I continue on my way in silence, back to the empty halls of the school. Then something starts to nag at me. Just a little bit. Joshua said the girls are going back to their cells. Earlier, he called them dorms. Okay, now I've figured out there's a lot of characters here. I have to give them some sort of personality and looks. So,
that radio voice, that would have been a good time to have a voice changer.
Shut up, you. You think we got the budget for that?
You literally have a voice changer on your computer.
Shut it. I didn't think about it. But anyway, I'll probably consider it later. But anyway, so yeah, what would Hannibal sound like? We'll make him sound just big and tough. Oh, there he is! Boss, where you been? I don't know what voice that is, but okay.
Watches, he's like this scrawny little dude.
His name's Hannibal, he can't be. I told you earlier, checking out that literature club thing. Yeah, but Joshua said he couldn't get in contact with you. Well, here I am, guys. Let's get going. Fine by me, boss. That's zombie.
That like Nazi.
Fine by me. Hey guys, I'm zombie. He's gonna be the nerd. He's the tech guy.
See.
And this will be the black guy. Oh, shut up! You've been bitching and moaning this entire time about this and that.
That what a black guy sounds like?
Well, that's how this black guy sounds like.
I feel like you talking in your normal voice sounds more like a black guy than that.
I like how I'm just assuming he's black too. Sandman's gonna be a white guy, and I'll be like, fuck!
You're assuming race. Like,
I had to give them all different voices, okay? I'm trying out here. It'd be easier if I could see them.
It would be.
Well, I'm not blaming that on the mod. It's just, this is my fault. Sandman laughs his own insult against Zombie. Yeah, well, being around you for any extended period of time is sure to cause anyone a pain in the ass, buddy. I can't help but crack a smile as I lead the way back down the labs. While Zombie and Sandman continue their banter behind me, with Outlaw joining in, Hannibal checks in on me. So, how was it, boss? You okay? They try any, I don't know, weird mind control tricks on you? No, nothing like that. They were honestly just like normal high schoolers. They did normal high school things. I mean, not like we would know, but it just seems so normal. Sure, the whole psychic thing is off-putting, but I guess I just gotta have faith in this psionic field of theirs. Other than that, they're people. Just high school girls. Oh, jeez, you're not getting attached to them, are you? No, of course not. I'm just saying they aren't quite what I expected. Not at all how Joshua sells them. I don't know, man. This whole place just... I'll leave my sentence unfinished and hanging for a few moments, leaving Hannibal in suspense. Just what? I find the words I want to say and the small things that don't make sense. They're bothering me. It feels off. Doesn't that militia thing bother you a little bit? I mean, they attack right after we arrive after apparently never trying a full-on assault, ever. Nobody told us about them beforehand. Then, Rainer and Joshua just shrugged them off. What the hell were they attacking for? Hannibal stays quiet for a few seconds, lost in thought, before speaking back up. It's weird. I thought about it too, but questioning things isn't our place. I stop and turn to look at him. It's never been our place. Remember that, preacher. His words linger in the air for what feels like forever, and I don't know what to make of them, honestly. But... Ah! I drop to one knee, holding my rifle by the barrel while my other hand clutches my head. Boss, you okay? My head. I can't finish my sentence. My head is on fire, and it's... Oh god, it's so fucking painful. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop! Another surge of pain makes me grip my head tighter. God, fuck! Hannibal's hand touches my shoulder, and I can hear Outlaw, Zombie, and Sandman's faint voices. I can't hear what they're saying. Oh god, it's like static in my head. It's drowning me, suffocating me, and then it's clear. There's a voice. Come to me. It's so soothing, but threatening at the same time. Oh, it's a woman's voice? Well, it's a woman's voice, but it doesn't sound familiar. What a deep woman. It pounds and echoes in my skull like a drum, until it just stops. It's so abrupt, but the pain just disappears. The pounding in my head disappears. The voice disappears. I blink. I blink again. I can hear Hannibal, Outlaw, Zombie, and Sandman. I get to my feet and I replace both hands on the rifle. Turning to face my men, they stare at me in utter confusion, like I just rose from the dead right in front of them. Are you okay, preacher? I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a really bad headache for a second, but it's gone now. We should keep moving. I think I just need some sleep. The look on their faces doesn't vanish immediately, but eventually they just silently decide to leave it be. I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know if I'm going off the deep end. That voice sticks with me, playing in my head over and over and over again. The pain I felt was so similar to when it happened in the club room, but much worse and much longer. As we're walking, Sandman moves up next to me. Hey, boss. Yeah? You gonna tell us what happened back there? I don't want to think about it. Just remembering the incident gives my brain a faint throbbing sensation. Nothing, Sandman. Just a headache. This elicits a hearty chuckle from him. Yeah, no damn headache is enough to bring the preacher I know down to his knees. You were in real pain. Sandman, drop it. I don't stop or look at him, but I know that he knows I'm serious. He silences himself and falls back behind me. I just don't want them to worry about me. The last thing I need them thinking is that I'm going insane. For that exact reason, just haven't told them about that dream I had a month ago. I see. Spooky eye puppets. Fading into sleep, I'm immediately overcome with a familiar feeling. That surreal weightlessness feeling returns, and I know where I am before I even open my eyes. I'm on a large platform again, but surprisingly, I'm not alone. faint silhouette stands at the opposite side of the platform, the light from his cigar matching the glow from his eyes. Well, down to business this time.
Down to business? What do you mean?
Just what the hell was all that about last time? Falling off the platform? Walking down the road? Walking down that road?
I don't contact morals often, only when they're particularly interesting. You fall into that category, my friend. Consider yourself lucky. Very few find themselves in this prestigious club. The only way to ensure obedience is to confuse and intimidate them with the unknown. And besides, it's rather amusing to meddle in your affairs, watching their reactions, observing the effects.
Of course it is. Theatrics.
Theatrics, yes. Quite entertaining when you're on the watching end. But it would be a waste of time to do it all over again.
So you're done messing around then?
Messing around? I'm afraid we aren't operating on the same level of respect if you think I'm purely messing around.
He slowly dissipates into that black smoke that shrouds him. As soon as he does, I'm gonna feel hot breath on the back of my neck. I turn to face him. He's close to me like last time, with a wide grin stretching from cheekbone to cheekbone. Well, brass tacks then. What do you want?
The very same thing I wanted last time. Play the game. Play your role.
What the hell does that even mean?
There are things at play behind the curtain, preacher. Unfolding. Slithering. If you knew the full extent, if you even saw a glimpse of what the future could hold, I doubt your mind would be strong enough to comprehend it. Your sanity would crack at the seams. Which is why it would be in your best interest to interfere while you still can.
You've given me nothing to go on, just a bunch of cryptic bullshit. What the hell am I supposed to be doing?
You've met them. The Four.
The Four?
Yes, the Four.
Who? The girls?
Yes.
What about them? At this question, the being begins to slowly pace towards me, stopping just short of me. He towers over me, glowering down at me with those eerie, endless eyes.
Save them.
Save them? How?
You must liberate them from their shackles. They won't be able to do so on their own. They do not have the means to escape. Not without you and your men. They are far more important than you realize, preacher. As for their captors, your leash holders, they manipulate your actions. They do not seek to undo their afflictions. They seek to enhance them. But that is not all that they seek to accomplish. They lie to you. They don't want you to discover the truth. They're as suspicious of you as they are of their test subjects. To them, a little more than a means to an end.
I don't think I understand what you're asking. How the hell am I supposed to save them? There's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and that's even if I somehow get them out. Rapture's Hope is a fucking fortress! His eyes radiate with an orange glow, bright enough to feel my view gravitating towards piercing gaze. Staring into those pits, I see the smoke and mist in my peripheral vision slowly fade until I can make out the outlines of what appears to be a man taking up his form. The orange glow fading away, being replaced by a purple ring around each eye. For a split second, the mist disappears around his head and reveals a skull, the color of blackened pitch. His eyes darken and become voids of their own. I know they're staring right through me. I can feel it. Suddenly I feel sick. My knees buckle. I almost collapse completely, but I stop myself. Looking back up, I notice that his former appearance has returned, mist and smoke covering his form. Still shaken, I climb to my feet and stay silent as he speaks once more.
You doubt yourself too much, preacher. You are more capable than you think. You and your men were forged in war, in violence. It's all you know. So, do what you're best at, what you were raised to do. I will do my best to help you in your journey as much as I can, but remember that my influence is limited in your realm. You might not know what to do now, but in time, you will. Hopefully. What the? Goodbye for now, preacher. The time to act is near. For your sake, I hope you make the right choice. Oh, no, you fucking don't! I jolt awake in my bed, and everything is back to normal. My watch reads that it is early in the morning. Damn it! Next time he visits, I'm going to get some damn answers. I can't get it all out of my head. No matter what I do, I don't really know what to do with everything I've learned. Hell, I don't even know if any of it was real. For now, I guess I just have to observe and see what happens. If this place is hiding something, something is bound to come to light eventually. Maybe the girls can tell me something. Only problem with that is this place is more surveillance than a Las Vegas casino. It's gonna be difficult to find a moment in which I can talk to them about anything sensitive. I'll find a way, though. I always do. Hey, boss. Pass the salt, would you? I slide the salt shaker down the table towards Outlaw's waiting hand. Even the noisiness of the mess hall is enough to drown out my pestering thoughts. I'm almost positive that I look bothered, as I catch the occasional glance from one of the other guys. I barely touch my eggs, while everyone else is preoccupied with talking to each other. Hannibal leans over from across the table. You alright? I'm fine. Just thinking. Thinking, huh? About what? Doesn't matter. If you say so. You know, it was quite a scare yesterday. It was just a headache, Hannibal. You sure? You sure? Preacher, I've seen you push through getting shot multiple times like it was nothing. You expect me to buy the headache thing? Really? I don't know what else to tell you then. It was a really, really bad headache. Fine, I won't press anymore. We're just worried about you is all. There's no need to be. I'm 100% fine. I finally lean forward and start forking my eggs in my mouth, just to make a show of it. I'm not really hungry though. Hannibal decides that it's time to just give it a rest and leans back to finish his own food. Yeah, Hannibal, back off! If I say I'm fine, I'm fine! I had to drink water.
Oh.
And frickin' the voice of the fucking shadowy figure man was hurting.
Why?
I don't know. I made his voice a little too raspily. A little too gravelly.
Raspily?
Gravelly, that's what I meant. Raspily. Who's Isaac?
Another guy.
That's no one we met. God damn it. About to make a Mario.
Like, from Mario?
Like, who else? What other Mario?
I mean, maybe he could just be some guy you knew named Mario, I don't know.
M for carbine, M for carbine, M for carbine.
Oh my god.
M for carbine. There you are, gents. Several guards are in the armory today, learning their skills against the targets on the range. We load up and we're about to head out to the institution when a voice calls my name. I have to yell over all the shooting. Who is Rainer? I don't even... Fuck, there's so many characters.
Rainer was the guy who was the sprite.
Oh, right, okay. I was like, Lieutenant, may I have a word? Okay, yeah. I turn and find that Rainer is making strides towards me with Dr. Shirai in tow. Rainer doesn't look pissed or anything, so I guess that's a good sign. I motion for my men to carry on, and then I'll catch up later. Yes, Mr. Rainer? Lieutenant, I just wanted to have a quick word with you before you headed off to fulfill your duties for the day. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Yes, sir. Why wouldn't I be? And suddenly, the squirrely doctor from behind him clears his throat and speaks up. Being in direct contact with the subjects can sometimes be a traumatic experience. We just want to ensure that you're okay.
Yeah, of course. They didn't attack me or anything. Yes. I'm afraid I simply cannot recommend you continue extended association with the subjects. And why not? Because they're animals, Lieutenant. Vicious, cunning, and savage. They could snap at any second and be torn apart before you could even process what's happening. You wouldn't jump into a tiger's pen, would you? I'm certainly not saying you're forbidden from attending their little get-together anymore. It's your job, after all. I just wanted to tell you to be careful, Lieutenant. They are dangerous. I appreciate it, Mr. Rayner, but I assure you that I know what I'm doing. Do you? Well, you certainly seem to be having quite a bit of fun last time you attended. I suppose all work and no play. Tries cocky attitude cuts through the conversation, preceded by a smug, wolfish grin. I'm sure the Lieutenant knows what he's doing, Doctor. And after all, you're a capable soldier, aren't you? I wouldn't be here if I wasn't, sir. Good. I'm done taking up your time then. Carry on. Random moves past me down the hall, out of sight. A capable soldier, huh? Rainer places a lot of faith in you, Preacher. It's Lieutenant. Only my friends call me Preacher. You're awfully quick to let those girls call you by your name. So you were spying on me too, huh? Observing? Yes. It's my responsibility as a high-ranking official on the project. They seem to already be quite fond of you. You got a point to make? I do. He steps forward towards me before staring up at me with that same cocky grin from earlier. Word of advice. Don't get too close to them. For your sake and theirs. You're here to secure. So do your job. You aren't here to make friends with the subjects. Is that it? If so, keep moving. Time is precious, and you're pissing mine away. Very well. I'll leave you to it then. Good day, Lieutenant. With that, he moves past me, taking the same route Rayner did until he disappears down the hall. I had a rough feeling about Shirai from the start. It seems that he might be a persistent problem. Only time will tell on that. I decided to brush it off and go to catch up with the rest of my team. Everything okay, boss? Yeah, Rayner just needed to talk to me for a sec. Nothing major. The boys were waiting for me at the entrance of the school, patiently wondering why I'd stay behind. Alright then, let's get moving. The day's fairly uneventful, not that I'd expected to be anything else. Just a bunch of standing around, drawing from one end of the school to the other, blah blah blah. Then lunchtime rolled around, and all the students flocked to the cafeteria. Someone outside to eat after getting their food. I almost forgot that there was an outside portion of the school where students could go eat. I'm sure a ton of people go out there to get as much fresh air as they can. Being cooped up isn't a great feeling at all. It gets to you eventually. The vast majority of guards are obviously concentrated in the lunch areas, keeping a close eye on all the students. The likelihood of something happening is obviously quite minimal, at least I hope. With a silent nod, we decide to divide and conquer anyway, just to cover as much ground as possible in case something goes awry. We all go separate directions through the immensely crowded cafeteria, and I go towards the outside entrance. I move slowly, rifle held close to my chest, just to keep a close eye on everything around me. Catch a few glances from my way from some students, who quickly avert their gaze when I notice them. A wise, albeit harsh man once told me, it is better to be feared than loved. Intimidation is a far more effective tool than persuasion. I think about this and wonder if there's any truth to it. If it applies in all situations. Maybe he wasn't as wise as I thought. Maybe he was wiser, I can't really tell. As I think about this and near close to the door to the outside, I hear a voice call my name. Thinking of where it came from, I see Monica and Sayori waving at me. Sayori motions for me to come over. Reluctantly, I do as she asks.
Hi, Preacher. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you guys? With a mouthful of food, Sayori replies.
Good.
Awesome.
So, can we expect to see you at the club today?
I look around, finding my men scattered about the cafeteria in various places before turning back to Monica. I don't see why not. I'll be there.
Yay! Wonderful. We'll see you there. You're more than welcome to join us here as well.
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately I'm on duty. Gotta play peacekeeper and all that.
I understand. Well, don't let us hold you up. We'll see you after school today. See ya, preacher.
I nod and give a small wave before departing back towards the door to the outside, where I can see a couple of other armed guards on the other side of the bulletproof glass door. Making my way into the courtyard, I find that I was right about my suspicions. There are quite a few students out here, but dispersed all over. Eventually, I take notice of two people in particular. Yuri is sitting by herself at a round wooden table towards the back of the area, by the concrete wall. Natsuki, on the other hand, is sitting against a tree on the other end of the courtyard, looking rather down. I think I'll talk to both of them. Alright. I guess we're gonna talk to Natsuki and Yuri, and then we'll probably end the episode. Natsuki takes notice to my approach and immediately goes on the defensive, glaring at me sideways. What do you want? You seem like something's bothering you. Just wanted to come see if everything was okay. Just great. It's fine if you don't want to talk about it. I'll go. I just wanted to come and, well, at least try to see what's wrong. She scoffs in reply and turns away. Nothing's wrong. Her voice breaks and cracks as she speaks. She's crying and trying to hide it from me. Listen, I'm not gonna pry or push you to tell me what's wrong. I understand how annoying it is when people do that. So all I'm gonna say is that if something is bothering you, I can be a good listener. If you don't want to tell me, then it's not my business. With this, she wipes her eyes and starts to slowly turn back towards me. But you work here. You're a guard. Doesn't mean I enjoy it. Doesn't mean it was my choice. I get it. I'm a guard, and that scares you. You hardly know me, but if you need someone to listen, I can listen. Natsuki cautiously looks in all directions, like frightened prey looking for wolves. Eventually, she sighs. I can't tell you why I'm upset. I'm sorry. I feel like you won't understand, and I don't know if I can trust you. And that's fair. I don't expect you to open up to a stranger. For what it's worth, though, the door is always open. Strangely, as she wipes the remaining tears from her eyes, I swear I can see the faintest hint of a smile on her face. Thanks, I guess. The I guess part was tacked on hastily, almost like she forgot. She's still trying to appear blunt and uncaring. It's not fooling me, though. I'll leave you alone now, okay? I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. She nods. Thank you. As I bid her goodbye, I swear that I catch a slight hint of a faint, distant smile once again. Maybe just my imagination, but I doubt it. Okay, now talk to Yuri. As I approach, I can see that Yuri is again buried in that same book, Monarch. The outline of a butterfly is imprinted on the front. She doesn't seem to notice me yet, and seems totally absorbed into her book. I clear my throat as I approach before speaking. Yuri looks up and notices me, quickly closing her book with a surprised expression as if she were hiding contraband.
Oh, the preacher! You startled me!
Sorry about that. I would have said something, but you were so absorbed in your book that I didn't want to interrupt. Yuri starts fidgeting with her hair, blushing and looking off to the side as if she were hiding something.
No, you're fine. I get absorbed into reading, is all.
I have a sneaking feeling that Yuri's hiding something. She seems on edge, nervous. She seems to be abnormally nervous. But regardless, it is my job to maintain security. If Yuri has something that is not exactly allowed within the institution, that she would be better off with me catching her than anyone else. Is there something wrong, Yuri? Yuri looks nervous and rapidly responds.
No, nothing's wrong. I don't see why anything would be.
Yuri?
Yes?
Are you hiding something from me?
What? No, nothing's being hidden from you.
She seems frightened at this point. Yuri, I can tell that you're hiding something from me. It would be better if I were to find this out than any of the other guards. Yuri blushes and moves her eyes towards the ground before pulling out her book from behind her back. She opens up the book and turns it to me, realizing she was hiding a notebook inside. She then hands it to me.
Please don't tell anyone about this.
This is it? Yuri, there's nothing to be cautious about. I don't see what could be so bad. I open the notebook and I'm greeted with strange symbols on a wrinkled, crumpled page, drawn in a pattern as if it were writing. The writing takes up the entirety of the left page, with a drawing on the right. This drawing is what appears to be an entity of some kind. As I turn the pages, I am greeted with the same layout, different entities taking up the pages. It is long before one page in particular catches my eye, stopping me dead in my tracks. Drawn in scribbles is a familiar figure, cloaked in black shadow, and then there's two blank fucking orbs, plastered right where the face should be. I notice only one legible word written in the notebook, one that somewhat disturbs me. Above the figure, written in neat cursive, is the word Father. As I look up at Yuri, her face almost entirely drained of color, only one question forms in my mind. Yuri? Who the hell is this? I turn the notebook to Yuri and tap the drawing of Mr. Scary. I fully expect no response from Yuri, but I press anyway.
You know him too, don't you? I know you do.
Yuri? Who is he? She starts to fidget and shows signs of increasing anxiety and nervousness.
He doesn't like it when I talk about him. I don't see him very often, only occasionally. He speaks to me sometimes.
Yuri? This is the same asshole who's been popping up in my dreams for the past month. I thought I was insane.
You're not. No more than the rest of us, at least.
Do the other girls know about him too?
Not that I know of. You're the only other person I've met that knows about him.
How did you know that I knew him?
Well, he told me. The day before you came to the literature club, I had a dream. He told me that the next day an unexpected guest would come to the club, and I'm sorry, I can't say anymore.
Wait, what? Why?
He wouldn't want me to. Please, preacher, please understand.
Damn it. I want answers, but even I couldn't deny that the bastard was intimidating. Yuri's obviously scared of him. I'll find a way to get answers. Eventually. Fine. Thanks anyway, Yuri.
I apologize I couldn't be of more help, preacher. I'm sure you'll get your answers eventually.
Jesus Christ, it's like she read my mind. Maybe she did. We said goodbye, and I leave her to read in peace. But something still lingers in my mind. Why does she refer to him as Father? Talking to the two girls absorbed a bit of my time, and before I know it, the bell is ringing to inform everyone that lunch is wrapping up. The guards begin ushering everyone inside, and I hang back to make sure nobody tries to stay outside. Natsuki and Yuri start getting their things together, and I notice... shit. Shirai himself is making his way outside, followed by several armed guards in masks. In tow is the other doctor, the disheveled one, Dr. Zekhive. It's Dr. Zach. Dr. Zach. There's no H. Zekhive. Zekhive. It's Zekhive, I think. Zekhive, not Zekhev. Zekhive. I think it's Hive. Going with Hive. Shirai looks around for a few moments before starting to move towards Natsuki. Unfortunately for me, I'm in his path. Good afternoon, Lieutenant. Enjoying yourself, I presume? What do you want, Shirai? Natsuki, she's due for testing. Not that it's any of your concern, of course. No, of course not. After all, I'm just a petty guard. You're the real deal. Shirai moves past me and continues on towards Natsuki with the other guards. Natsuki cowers against a tree as Shirai approaches. However, the other doctor stays behind for a moment, observing from afar. I apologize for my colleague. He's not an easy person to tolerate. You don't say. I don't approve of how they are treated, you know. What does that mean exactly? It means I hate it. Everything about this place. Everything. I know you do too. Trust your instincts, Lieutenant. They won't fail you. And just like that, he's gone. I'll have to join the escort hauling Natsuki off. I can't help but notice the grim expression on Natsuki's face, as if she's marching to her death. Glancing around, I see that Yuri must have snuck back into the school while the escort was out here. So, it's now just me in an empty courtyard. I look up at the blue sky for a few moments before deciding to head back in. Time to regroup with my men. Okay. We're gonna end it off here. It's been 35 minutes.
What did you pronounce his name as?
Zakhive?
It's Zahive. The K is silent.
Damn it! Zahive! Zahive.
There you go.
Ah! Thank you. I knew
The
someone was
K,
gonna
the
be
K
pissed.
is silent.
This the K. I thought it was the H was silent. It's the K. Anyway, this is looking
How
pretty
is,
good.
how is an H silent?
I don't know. Anyway, this is getting pretty nice so far. Things are getting interesting. I'm starting to figure some more stuff. That shadowy figure is starting to be even more confusing. So, you know, it's fantastic.
He's Arsene, I'm telling you.
He's not Arsene. Arsene isn't a father to anybody.
Oh. I know. Don't worry about it.
I like it. You're like, he's Arsene. He looks nothing like Arsene. He has eyes.
But Arsene has eyes. Arsene has like
This
a
guy
weird...
looks like an old man.
Oh, I see.
He's got a shadowy grin and he's an old man. And you're like, he's Arsene. Arsene doesn't even have a fucking mouth.
He does. He's got like a mouth goes from one end to his face
He
to the
like
other.
barely has a mouth, is what I'm saying. This guy looks nothing like Arsene. He looks more like an old creepy man who stares at you in your sleep.
I see.
Like I said, he reminds me more of the G-Man from Half-Life.
Oh yeah.
I was like, he looks like a creepy old guy. But yeah, we'll see how the rest goes. Again, he could just be Fancy Cthulhu. Who knows? Alright, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to play this yourself, the link's in the description down below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.
I'm a shifter at this masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to draw. I'm a shifter, what a strategy, please don't take off my mask, revealing the